Welcome back to Basin Motorsports for another week here at the garage. So if you see behind me, I have a blue Chevy Avalanche. Now this is the truck that I told you I was going to completely wrap, and I'll give you a quick sneak peek of what's to come on it. So the truck itself is in pretty good condition. Some rock chips here and there, a little couple pieces of body damage in that, and I'm going to try and fix a little bit. I've only got about 18 days to get this thing done, which kind of sounds like a lot. But when you have to take off so much of the plastic pieces to be able to wrap behind it, and I'm doing this on the nights that I don't have other stuff to do because I've got a full-time job and on the farm. So here's a couple of the pieces I have to fix, hopefully. This is on the back door itself. You can see this is quite nicely scratched, and you can feel that. Probably hear it in the paint too. So there, I'm just probably going to do a little bit of light polishing just to try and minimize that. Let's see what else I got. Got this tail light. Now you wouldn't believe how much Bondo, I can only imagine, is right here. But I'll show you. This is in Bondo in that. And that's supposedly metal. So you know that is all Bondo. Now if you're familiar with the Avalanches, you know how much plastic these trucks are. Seems like half the back of the truck is plastic. You've got the tonneau cover box, you've got the pieces behind the cab, you've got the stuff along the rails. All of that I'm going to take off. Now, it's going to be a monumental task to get this all done. Taillights come off, I'm going to take the bumpers off, handles on all doors are coming off. So it's going to be a quick turn and burn on getting this thing done, but it's family, so you got to do what you got to do, right? Now, all the black pieces here, this is my mother-in-law's truck, and she wants that all back to black, so I've got some, just basically some cream, I think from Muller's Polish, that turns it all black, but that will be all black when it's done. And when I turn it over, roughly about the 26th, 25th, somewhere in there, it's going to be driven to Arizona, so it's going to be immediately put into some nice sun for the winter. So we have rearranged the shop. As you can see, Gray Lady's right there where it was. We rolled it out of the way, put the wide body in that side over there, which was bare and had all the other tools the last couple weeks prior to SEMA. And then this bay right here is where the truck is going to go. So one of the things in here that I had really tried to get done was getting my infrared heater up there that's hanging from the ceiling plumbed in and everything else. And I'll tell you what, it is almost mid-November. Just haven't had the time to do it. Haven't made it a priority, I'll say it that. So we picked up a heater, which right there it is. That is a DeWalt 68,000 BTU forced air propane heater. Now, if you remember a couple years ago, I got a bottle top heater, which is a tool thing. And the reason I got a new one, got this one here, is that the dual burner bottle top heater was great. It would get the garage to, it would get it to like 60, 65, somewhere in there. It would get it to where it's comfortable. But in order to do that, I'd have to leave it on so long, the fumes just became like, they would give me a headache. And so I thought, well, if I could get a hotter burner like this, get it hotter faster, I wouldn't have to run it as long. So I picked this up. I'm going to do a full review again like that, kind of how long it takes to heat the shop. And I'll give you kind of like the infrared gun, whatever you want to call it. I'll do that similar to what I did before so you guys can gauge if it's a good value or not. Now, another thing I've got to finish up is that I bought 3 24-inch LED under cabinet lamps. So I put one of those in there, and that's pretty good for right now. And the reason is I've got a set of trim coming off a Mustang Fox Body GT that's all going to come in, and I'm going to do a carbon fiber wrap on it, similar to what I did to the wide body sitting over there. And I'm going to do that for somebody that's sending it to me. So I wanted some basically under cabinet lamping, geez. But anyway, you can see my workbench is completely full. I've got magazines I've got to move off, a bunch of cleaners, some extra lights to hang up. I'm going to put 3 up total, 3. But 3 up there, and then I'll do some before and after to kind of show you. They weren't too expensive. They're only $20 to $30 a piece, so it wasn't so bad. And they're plug-in, LED, low voltage, low power rating, so be great for me. Otherwise, it's a couple weeks to Thanksgiving, which means Christmas is right around the corner. So I am slam busy. You can see I'm starting to get a collection. There's 3 boxes right there of wrap. One is stuff for the 86, which is the kind of the grayish. I've got the leftovers from the wide body, which is the satin urban jungle, the green to purple stuff. And then I've got the stuff for the Avalanche, which is going to be what's called Lightning Ridge. It's a gloss finish, so it's very glossy, shiny, goes from blue to purple, which is what my mother-in-law wanted on her complete truck before it's done. Now, if you remember a couple weeks ago, I had said that the wide body was going to come in to the front of the garage, turn sideways in that so I could get 3 vehicles in. Now, I'll tell you, with as much equipment as I have in here, and now that we've got the truck inside to drip dry, I turn around, here's the wide body. You can see that there's really no workspace. I could probably get the truck in with the wide body turned sideways, but with the amount of equipment and stuff I have in here, I would honestly never be able to work on the truck. So we made the decision to leave the 86 outside, get both vehicles in, which they are, and it's strip drying, and then we'll kind of work around everything. This keeps the heater far enough away from the vehicles. It'll keep it warm in here. I can get it up to 70 degrees so the vinyl will stretch versus, you know, you get down to the 50 or 55 range or 60 even, the vinyl will just flat tear and it won't stretch, right? It'll just kind of just basically explode. So that's no good. So what's needed on the truck is going to be, once it drip dries there, it'll be wiped off, clay barred. Everything will be taken off. It'll be cleaned, vinyl wrapped, put back together, all the black stuff done. Now this is a full thing, so it's all exterior pieces. It can be grill, hood, fenders, 4 doors, tailgate, bedsides, roof, and then turning everything black back to what it is. So again, 18 days, sounds like a lot, but it's going to go so fast to try and get this truck done around everything else we got going around here on the farm. So with getting all that stuff going this week, it has been so busy. I would say business is booming, but it feels like it's booming. So concerning SEMA, like I said last week, it was really a good trip. I learned a lot. Started reaching out to companies on trying to get together for work next year. So some lighting on the 80. So lighting on the wide body. I've got the lights I want to put on there. One company already, well, let's say their English was not great, so they don't understand the concept of working with creators. So I'll probably just end up buying the headlights, just forego the whole let's work together kind of deal. Just buy the headlights I want. They're available on Amazon. And when I do, I'll give you a full review, all that kind of stuff. Let's see. So Avalanche wrap, wide bodies as it is, suspension. I did talk to H&R Springs at SEMA, so I'll probably be buying a set of their springs to put on here that are their super sport models. Just talking with their guy there, the salesman or the sales manager that was there at SEMA. I'm not sure what he was. But anyway, he was an old Fox body guy, so he knew exactly what I was talking about when I was talking about spring rates and that. So I'm going to get a set of their super sport springs, which will handle autocross. It'll still be okay for driving around. And honestly, on the wide body, I guess I have made the decision that I really don't care that it's that streetable. I wanted to be able to go to town and back and all that, but honestly, I'm never going to drive this thing to like LA or something. That's just not going to happen. So I'm not too concerned about comfort. So it's going to get a little more wild. So I've still got some parts from DEI to throw on. Underhood piece. Got to do a review on the DeWalt heater. Got to do a review on the under cabinet lighting. I've got microfiber towels. Man, I have so much stuff to film that I'm going to try to get out in like the next 3 to 4 weeks. So maybe I'll start doing double up again, similar to what I had before, just to get it out before Christmas and that. So last thing I'll say is I was contacted by JEGS, and so I have joined, I should say, this week up with the JEGS affiliate program. So if you see that, so they're going to start being links in videos to the JEGS program, and it's kind of similar to Amazon. If you guys use the link, you go to their site and you buy anything, I may or may not get some credit towards that. That's up to you guys. Helps me out, but I'm not saying you have to. If you're going to go shop like at Amazon or JEGS, click on my link, go buy anything. Maybe I get something back, maybe I don't. It helps fund the shop though, so I'll say that. You want to see more content? Just saying. That goes back to the shop. So I think with that, I will say business is booming. I've got so much stuff to do, so much stuff that I'm feeling so swamped this week. with the amount of stuff I need to do probably in the next 6 weeks prior to Christmas. So with that, I got stuff to do, so I'm going to get off of here. Enjoy your weekend. We'll talk to you soon. And I appreciate your time for watching, subscribing, and liking. See you next time.